The 2026 FIFA World Cup has been one to remember for debutants Cape Verde. The team returned home following their hard-fought exit to defending champions Argentina in the second round of the competition. The Blue Sharks were ranked 67th in the world going into the tournament, but they returned home winners in the hearts of Cape Verdeans.
Independence Day was even more special this year in Cape Verde as the nation welcomed back its men's football team from a brave outing at the World Cup. They might have been knocked out in the second round, but getting there and battling hard at it was something to celebrate in the colorful streets of Praia City.
I lived the World Cup. My country's team was at the World Cup. My greatest pride and the greatest pride of everyone here.
The joy I am feeling is difficult to explain. They showed attitude, courage, strength. They represented everything. The strength on the field. There is no explanation. They united everyone to support Cape Verde.
Cape Verde made its debut on the big stage by topping its group during qualification ahead of African household name Cameroon. And fans are proud that at the World Cup, the Blue Sharks proved they weren't just there to make up the numbers.
Game by game, we showed what we were worth. We started against a world champion, current European champion, and we managed to draw. No one expected that we would succeed. In the second game, we played against Uruguay, also a former two-time champion, and we drew as well. Everyone got to know Cape Verde from there. Before, no one expected anything of us.
They might have arrived at the World Cup relatively unknown, but the Blue Sharks' remarkable effort over just 2 weeks won hearts across the world in a campaign to remember.
And perhaps just as surprising as Cape Verde's soccer prowess, the archipelago has been described as almost paradise for LGBTQ people. As many African countries tighten laws against homosexuality, same-sex relations have been legal there since 2004, with protections against workplace discrimination introduced just 4 years later. Now, on the island of São Vicente, home to the country's largest queer community, some residents are reflecting on freedoms at home as a broader crackdown unfolds elsewhere across the continent.
On the set of a music video, Leonardo Oliveira is in his element, doing makeup, styling and creating. Here in the coastal city of Mindelo, many in the gay community say they can live freely and be themselves. For Leonardo, that freedom didn't come easily. Growing up, he faced bullying and isolation.
The hardest part was when I was in primary school, like when I was in the 4th or 5th grade. I would leave my house to go to school, but I would never get there because of bullying and everything else, you know.
Across Africa, being openly gay can mean prison or worse. Dozens of countries still criminalize same-sex relationships. Recently, Senegal tightened laws even further. For Leonardo, those developments are hard to comprehend.
I think it's bizarre. It makes no sense. We try to understand, but it's something you really can't understand. Each person has their own life, and to be punished just for being who you are, I think that's extremely harsh.
Leonardo has always had support from his family. He works side by side with his mother.
I do believe that a mother who is a mother should respect her children. We have to support them in what they want to be. Everyone has the free will to choose what makes them happy. You shouldn't follow others. What they don't like is their problem.
Cape Verde is the most welcoming country in Africa for the LGBTQ community ahead of South Africa, according to recent studies. Here, the story of the community's struggle is increasingly visible, including on stage.
Now we're living in almost a paradise here. But it was the result of a lot of hard work. Many of our friends were attacked, as the play talks about. They were hurt, they were thrown out of their homes. No one will give them work. Little by little, society is opening up, but there's still a lot more to go.
Progress, however, remains uneven. Some still face discrimination, especially when it comes to work.
The first thing is getting a job. There are many LGBT people, mainly trans people, who, and the play reflects this, who go to ask for work in stores or somewhere, and they don't give them work just because they are trans. They say, okay, you want work? Change your clothes, dress like a man, and come to work.
For others, education is key to pushing acceptance further.
I do believe that we have a lot of tolerance and awareness, but we need more. We need more. There are a lot of people that don't know anything about the society, and there are a lot of ignorance. So, as I said, knowledge is always the key. Of course, there will be people that won't accept it anyways, but at least we try.
A rare space of openness in the region, but one that people here say must still be protected and strengthened.